Alright, we are recording. This is our level 30 DPS spec for raiding, not AoE. This is for single target raiding. I am Lucario. This is my friend, my very good friend, Fate. Say hello, Fate.
Hey guys,
Alright,
I'm
and
Fate.
we will be doing a tier list based off of DPS from single target. This has been simmed, this has been rehearsed. If anybody does not like the tier list, disagrees with it, I am sorry. You're more than welcome to make your own. However, this is the official one that will be published, and the last time our community made a tier list, people had a big issue with it. It doesn't really matter to me personally, one way or another. This is just based off of Sims and general practice. So, all right, our very first one is what is this? Assassin Rogue.
Yes,
All right.
Assassination Rogue is the best spec of the rogues. So I would put rogues at the B tier.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like this one's at least like usable.
Yes, like DPS wise, it's the one that does the best on single target.
It's a shame. Like I actually really like this one, but like I'm a big fan of Sub Rogue, and I really wish Sub Rogue actually was better than it is.
Yes, sub rogue are actually sadly the worst of the rogue spec.
It's
They
freaking
have a great burst, but that's about it.
I guess we're like I mean, again, like if anybody's like new to this and they're like wondering about the level bracket or whatever, none of this really honestly matters for most of the content. But people always like to follow tier lists. People like to gauge off of like what's the meta. This is pretty much what that list is for. I'm personally against metas. I think it just kind of ruins the point of it. Like I think you should just go have fun, but not everybody thinks the way I do. Some people just want to be the best of the best and be super sweaty all the time. Well, or I guess we're gonna help you out with that today. So, Assassination Rogue for B tier. Next is Outlaw, which I think is arguably the most unique of the three.
That's my favorite spec, that rogue spec, because there's always something to do. But it's I would put rogues, but both of the other rogue specs in D tier.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go with that on that. Like Outlaw, I tried really hard, really, really hard to make Outlaw work. I just couldn't do it. It's fun. I mean, I have a lot of fun doing it, especially with all the enchants and the weapon speed and everything. It was a great time. I just could not do it. Also, I want to clarify for people that are listening, like this is for retail WoW level 30 twinking. This is not for classic. So,
Yeah, important to mention.
so Outlaw is on D. I guess Sub is also going to be on D. I think honestly
Yes,
Sub is probably the lowest DPS out of everything, and that's a god dang shame.
it is the lowest.
That is my favorite one, and it makes me very, very sad. Next one is this is what Shadow Priest.
Shadow Priest.
I'd say it's
Shadow Priest was the S tier spec, like the very best spec for raid content. Um, because it got nerfed a little bit, it slided to second place. So I would put that in A tier.
I'd say S tier. I mean, like Shadow Priest is still really good. It's obviously not the best.
The very best one is not this one, but Shadow Priest is very, very, very useful in many ways. So if we count a little bit of the utility, I would say S tier. But if you count the very best one only for S tier, I would put Shadow Priest at on A tier.
Okay, I'll go with A then. I don't want to like go off of like just like spells that enhance everything else for everyone else. But I guess I could settle with that. A tier. Affliction Warlock, which is my favorite of the Warlocks.
Affliction is very good. And it's consistent, but the fact that it always need to cast, like you cannot. The only ability that doesn't require to cast is the dot. There's one dot that needs to. I forgot the name, but that's There's only one spell that you don't need to cast. So because of that, I would put that in either A or not A, B.
Well, I
B
was gonna
B
say,
tier.
I feel like if it was gonna go on here anywhere, it'd be like low A or at the very least high B,
Yeah, IB.
because I can do at least 3,000 DPS on this. Oops, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Affliction luck. On my affliction, I when I did some testing, I could do over 3K easily, like consistently without being like turbo focused. So yeah, IB or low A.
Settle with that. This is Demonology. I'm gonna say is probably like the most middle spec in the entire bracket.
Demology did worse than Affliction DPS wise because it's the thing about Demo is about how consistently you can get as many demons you can, not demons but imps or whatever your minions you can get, and if you cannot keep that consistently high, that's where the problem is. So it's very high skill cap, I would say.
Got good AoE, but I don't know. Like single target,
I would say lower than Affliction,
yeah, I'd have to
definitely.
agree with that. It's still above Assassination though.
Yes, yeah, yes, definitely.
Destruction. I already know this one's S tier. Like straight up,
Yeah,
This one's just like overtly powerful.
they got buffed, and yeah, they are the king like the kingpin DPS spec.
Yeah, like literally, you just do your rotation and you win. Like that's pretty much how it is. Uh,
Even if you need to stop casting to move, you recover really easily as Destro compared to Affliction. So yeah,
all right, next we have Arms Warrior, my favorite of the warriors. Um,
yeah,
Okay, so like here's my thing on it. Like Arms, I feel is like at least a decent B, but then I see people
yes.
like Wolfie play it, and for whatever reason, he can make it do like insane damage. But if anybody else plays Arms Warrior, it does okay. It's not amazing, but it does okay.
I would put Arms on B tier, um, lower than Affliction, but higher than Demology.
I could
De-
settle with that. I don't know. It just feels like I'm just like looking at the icon, and that's just kind of where it just automatically spawns in my brain.
yeah, that's a cool icon.
This one is Fury Warrior. This is your specialty.
Yeah, my favorite spec. Uh,
I
I
know
would put them in
it's S.
like in single target. It's for melee. It's the very best spec. So it's for melee S tier. Overall, if we count all the specs, it's very high A or low S.
It's pretty good. I mean, like I'm gonna give you it because of the fact that you at least have the jackhammer, and that's what elevates you up to be as good as you are. But
Yeah,
if you didn't have the jackhammer, I don't think it'd be as high up as it is.
it would be without the jackhammer. Let's say I removed the jackhammer and I got a singing crystal axe instead. Um, it would be IA, but not close to S tier. IA though.
Yeah, I mean it's up there somewhere at least.
Yeah.
So, next one's Rep Paladin. I've been very much sleeping on this one. I hear
Red
it's really
Paladin is
good.
really good.
I haven't
Yeah.
actually played it though.
Their burst is insane. Okay, their burst can um, almost outshine Shadow Priest on their burst. So it's A tier, a solid A tier. I would say equal to Shadow Priest.
At least behind it.
Yeah. The only reason why I would put it lower than Shadow Priest is because Red Paladin is a melee.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is Balanced Druid, which I find Balanced Druid's single target to be subpar. Its AoE is fantastic, but
when it's well done. I've seen 1 or 2 person doing a really good job at being balanced druid, and when those person are playing balanced, they shine a lot. Like they can be close to red paladin. So I would, for average person, people, I would put them in B tier.
Yeah, I mean it's a very straightforward spec, but like I said,
Higher than
if this wasn't like single target for rating, if it was AoE, I'd bump it up one.
yes, I would put them higher than arms though, because it's ranged.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Next one's Feral Druid. This one I'm kind of not 100% on. Because like when I was making my Druid, I was playing Feral before I swapped the balance.
I only seen 1% playing like feral druid,
What's Herald?
and it's not on US. It's on EU. They they would be able to keep close to 3.1 kdps constantly. But yeah, for average person people, I would say C tier.
Yeah, I feel about that. I literally never see anybody play Feral Druid ever. The only one I know personally is What's Herald, but he hasn't been online to play it recently, so nobody's even touching this spec.
Yeah, yeah. And what's Herald as the jackhammer on his druid too, so
That's actually a good point. That's a very good point. I forgot about that. Next one is Elemental Shaman. This one just got a pretty good buff recently. I personally, in my opinion, I think it's at least A tier.
yes, A
Yeah,
tier. DPS wise, it's e- par with paladins.
yeah. I think it'd be like neck
Like
and neck, right?
on some pulls, I could reach over 10k DPS. Like after 20 seconds, Red Paladin can do the same thing. Just elemental shaman are range, so that's a bonus.
Okay, I'd say at least like in between Shadow and Ret.
Yes.
Next one is Enhancement Shaman. That is my favorite Shaman spec. It's
Yes.
probably the most fun out of all the Shaman specs. Just nobody touches it, unfortunately.
Fun to play. Very ice skilled. Like the skill required to play and then summon to take the right decision which button to press is like the skill cap is really high. So I would put elemental shaman either C or D. More D than C though, because the numbers prove that it's not good.
I feel like it'd be at least a mid B.
No, um, its damage is compared to other class like fire mage, outlaw, and subtlety.
No, I could do way better than that when I play it, and I play it very
Over 3 minutes.
casually.
Over
Over a
3 minutes.
minute.
No. Like
Uh,
that's on a raid boss.
I
The,
guess. I guess. I'll definitely put it above Feral though.
yeah, they're I can live with that.
Next one is Windwalker. I am a monk main. I am not a Windwalker main, however. I do play this one very cameo-like. I mostly play Mistweaver.
I've messed with monk DPS for a while, and they can do good damage. They cannot sustain damage though. They lack haste so much. Um, I would put them equal to rogue, to assassination rogue, like
Yeah.
just over rogues.
I'd say
Yeah,
B as well, because like here's the fun thing about this spec. At least at level 30, I don't know about like other level brackets, but at least at level 30, you can probably have the most fun customizing this one, because you can build it with different like secondary talents, and it kind of operates really around the same.
I didn't mess about as much as you did on the DPS monk, But uh, yeah, from what I've seen, they are cooldown dependent a lot and ace dependent. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Alright, next one's Havoc Demon Hunter, to our only Demon Hunter in the entire community, Noodle. So this
I would say
one,
sorry to Noodle too.
this one's hard for me because like Noodle can actually play this spec very well, like surprisingly well, but I don't know how we're gonna rank it.
um,
It's not a D tier,
it's
like I will defend it. It is
no,
not a fucking tier.
it's IC low B.
I think we'll put it in high
It's
C.
an in between. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
prefer IC than low B.
that
Sadly, yes. I'm sorry, Noodle, but it is what it is.
yeah, I
The
know she's gonna lose her mind over that because she's very like defensive of this spec. And in her credit, she does play very well with it. But I can't figure it out because like me and her tried it. I have a pretty geared up demon hunter, and it's just the difference in DPS is just too much.
I did the same thing. I messed with the Demon Hunter with Noodle. Did some DPS race with Noodle um, in Valdoraken, and even if she coached me, she was always at least 200 DPS over me.
Yeah, she got this down to a
So
science. So
she she is the best DEH we have right now. But yeah, for the average person, it's a solid C spec. Again, sorry, Noodle.
all right, next is the new revamped Frost DK. This is the big boy.
Yeah, fun spec. I would put Frost above Arms. Yeah,
I think
above
it's better.
Arms
I
in
think it's
single
better
target.
than B. It's at least an A tier at this point.
Um,
Maybe at least a low A because I don't think it's doing as much as Ret Paladin. But
Frost can do par DPS with Arms. Like it's neck to neck.
all right, I'll put it right here.
If we include AoE, oh my god. I would put if we included AoE for that tier list, um, Frost Decay would be A tier for AoE.
Okay, so we'll have that. This one is Unholy. Okay, so like,
Unholy,
in my opinion, I think Unholy is gonna be either low C or it's gonna be high D.
um, the numbers have shown that it can do more than that. It's above Demon Hunter. It- when played well, it can do more damage than an Assassination Rogue. But most player would do like less damage than that. So I would say over the H, above the H.
Sorry, Noodle.
Sorry, Noodle. Yeah.
Okay, next is BM Hunter. I have tried numerous times over the years to make BM work for this. It's just not good, unfortunately. Like even with the rework, and I was excited with the new changes to your pet, where you don't have to have two pets and you could just super buff one of them. It's still like the most subpar thing ever. So
It
I
does just a little bit over damage, more damage than and Shaman, but that's just a little bit over more damage than that. So yeah, I would middle C.
little C.
I don't like the spec. Like the pets can be stuck in like the texture on the ground. They can just stop attacking for no reason. So that can definitely lower the damage on Diamanter. So if we include that, it would be lower than that.
All right, Marksman Hunter. I actually do really good damage with this. I haven't actually tried it for more than maybe a couple minutes at the most. So I think I at least low B. I know it definitely does better than like this stuff right here, like straight up.
Yeah, it's on par with Anoli. So I would say icy.
I'm gonna say like low B. Just, Hunter needs love, man. It needs a little bit of love.
Oh, they get love on with their last spec.
That is true. All right, survival, the best of the hunter specs, my favorite of the hunter specs, one of my favorite specs in the game in general, the first spec I ever played in this game, all the way back in 2007.
Survival with strength. I remember
Yeah, yeah,
when you
yeah.
told me that.
Well, survival also has been consistently a very good spec, especially for melee. It has been like arguably the best melee. It's fallen off a couple times compared to like buffed up Fury Warrior and buffed up Ret Paladin, but it has never really faltered off of at least the top two brackets, in my opinion. It's never been a B tier or below. So for this, I'm gonna say probably like high A.
um, IA would mean on par with either Shadow Priest and Red Paladin, and I disagree with that. uh, Survival is a IB, definitely, but not A. It's not on the same level as Red Paladin.
I mean, I guess you're probably right because I haven't really seen anybody play Ret Paladin. But Survival's still really good though. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, they're good. So that's why I'm saying IB, but not A.
alright, I guess we'll settle with that. I went ahead and moved down Marksman down to C tier, like at least the highest to C tier.
Yes, that makes sense.
Um, if you do PvP, like straight up Marksman's like the best. I will die on that one. I like eliminate people so quick playing that.
I
Next
cannot tell
one.
about PvP because I don't do PvP.
Oh, you should. You should. Like Marksman Hunter, like somebody runs in front of me, they're just deleted. Like it's really fun in the level 20, 29 bracket because I'm playing like a night elf, so I'll just use Shadow Meld and I'll just wait. And then when somebody gets close enough, I just like destroy them instantly. They never knew it was coming. They're dead before they know it.
So you basically you do a Tana snap on them. Never
Yeah, I
existed.
Thanos snap it. Like literally, I'm just sitting there on the bridge. They get close to the flag. Next thing you know, they're meeting the spirit healer. I basically set up their appointment to meet God.
I didn't know that that hunters could be mage. Could do magic.
Yeah, the magic is you gone. You never saw it coming.
Just like
Arrow
the
and
Joker said, you want to see a magic trick?
yeah, literally.
The pen is gone.
Except it's ranged pencils.
Yeah.
All right, this one is probably the biggest fall from grace I've seen, and that's Arcane Mage.
Yeah, Arcane Mage
This
are
one you need to take like a whole college course just to know how to play it.
are like Arcane Mage was once the one of the best DPS spec. Now, if according to the numbers, they are lower than Feral Druids, so low C.
Yeah, I think that's probably about right too. Like I've tried to make it work. I don't know. It's weird because like sometimes I do good damage, other time it's just kind of like, is there a heartbeat in this? Is it gonna pump? Like where is it at?
L- If we note, if we just pause a second for that and we count the burst phase, they're one of the best spec to burst, like top 5 spec to burst. But past their burst, they're so bad. That's sad.
Next one is Fire Mage. This one hurts my soul because I love Fire Mage, but I'm gonna say
They
D.
are D tier, higher than rogues, but D tier. Like, even with all the willpower someone can master, like, they're like the damage is just not there. They don't have the toolkit, they don't have the spells. Yeah, they're not there, sadly.
Next one we have is Frost Mage. This is actually what my mage is at level 30 is a Frost Mage. I was playing Fire, but then just I migrated over to the colder side of things. Frost Mage is pretty good. I feel like it's a really balanced spec. I'm not gonna say it's A or S tier. I'm gonna say it's probably like around right here.
It's mid B.
Yeah,
I would put them higher than the Demolock. Yes.
yeah. It's somewhere on here. Next one is Devastation Evoker. This is
Yes.
an S, not S. It's an A tier.
It's an A tier. Yeah.
But
Their
where?
initial burst is insane. Like they can they're in the top 3 or 4 specs on burst phase. So yeah.
Next and final, we have the Augmentation Evoker, my favorite evoker. You and I were
Og,
actually having a whole ass conversation about this before we started.
yeah. Og is weird because to to count their real DPS, we would need to count the buff they give to others, which make like at max level content, it's easier for Og to count how useful or whatever they are in a raid because the burst phase is always timed. Compared to level 30, um, they will give the buff to the first to their target, and they will choose the other buff randomly between all the players that activated that activated their own buff. So let's say in a specific raid, the the best damage dealer is a Fury Warrior. Since Fury Warrior doesn't have an activated ability like burst ability, they will never get the buff from the evoker unless the evoker targets that said player.
Yeah,
So yeah, that makes everything complicated. I would put them D or C because we cannot count their real number.
I'd say D,
More D
but
than C.
I'd say it's higher than the other ones.
Yes,
Because at
because
least you
of
can do some pretty good damage on there.
yeah, but overall, yeah, it's hard to evaluate.
Alright, and that actually completes it. So at least with S tier, we have the most powerful spellcaster versus the most powerful melee.
Yeah.
So that's at least pretty good. This isn't terrible. I mean, there's a couple things on here I would disagree with. Obviously, like the enhance, I feel like enhance should be higher, but it is what it is. I'm not actually opposed to this. I feel like this is probably the most generalized, correct list. I'm fine with it personally. You good with
I'm
it?
too. Like it's pretty representative of the actual bracket.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Everything else down here is just healer and tank, and we'll probably do a separate one for that one. But yeah, no,
Yes.
this is the level 30 bracket DPS chart list for now. Obviously, this will be updated and the next expansion, but we'll get to that one probably a little bit after the pre-patch launches. So, all right, well, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't. My name is Lucario.
Thanks for having me and see you soon, guys.
Bye.